Johnson and trouble in the backfield. Down he goes. Big 69.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Icing the Kicker podcast. I'm Jayden's Bib, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
We're on episode 3. Thank you guys for listening to episode 1 and 2. We greatly appreciate it, and we're going to keep them rolling. I love doing this stuff, and I hope you guys like listening to it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the love.
Yep, of course. So,
pretty first 2 good episodes, like you said, and let's get into it.
all right, sweet. So let's talk about the controversial Rashard Mendenhall tweet.
Yeah.
He posted out.
For those of that, we'll put it up on the screen. For those of you that haven't seen it, he basically said that he's tired of white reporters and that he wants to see an all-black versus all-white bowl. And, besides the point, that's obviously racist. We were thinking about it, and I think the white people match up pretty well, except for DBs.
Yeah, DBs, for
right?
sure.
You might have to play Christian McCaffrey both ways.
I think you definitely do. I just think it's
Yeah.
And I think you just got to bring up Cooper Eugene from Iowa.
Yeah,
I think you
bring him up. Troy Apke.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Speedster.
Yes, sir. But really? But are they gonna be able to bang down low when we got 13 personnel?
Hell yeah.
We got Travis Kelce, who's basically 50% black.
Basically.
Yeah, so he can go. Max Crosby's going with the black guys.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, he's rolling with them.
Yeah, but anyway.
I think we stack up pretty well.
Yeah,
and I think the half C's I think they're just out of it.
Yeah, get out of it.
I don't.
But
think
what do you go with
like
Pacific Islanders like Penei Sewell and Puka Nacua?
I would say they're white.
Yeah,
I would.
If you're not black, you're white.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not black, you're white.
We need everyone we can get.
Yeah, that's true.
We're saying we like we're a part of this, but we're just talking about it hypothetically. There's no sides to this.
No.
Icing and Kicker, we do not care about race, religion, or sexual orientation.
No.
But people are underestimating the white guys.
That's true.
But yeah, definitely don't have the speed outside.
No, we don't.
But that tweet had us thinking of some crazy NFL tweets. And I'm gonna start it off. Jayden, guess the NFL player who tweeted this. All right, war is nothing to be played with. I apologize, North Korea. But if y'all do bomb first, bomb Foxborough, Massachusetts. Sincerely, #Bills Mafia. It's definitely a Bills player.
Who would say something like that? Are they currently playing?
No.
I feel like Vontae Davis would say some shit like that.
No. But isn't he the guy that retired at halftime, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's type of some great shit.
Yeah.
This was Stevie Johnson.
Stevie Johnson,
Yeah,
yes.
that's an underrated player
God.
people forget about.
That is so
That's
funny.
comedy.
All right, I got the second one. This player said, "I love penis," and he also said, "I feel like a Viagra pill with a face." What does that even mean?
I haven't heard the second one, but I know the first one is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I love penis.
He's got a bunch. He's got a bunch of funny tweets
from when he was in 14 or 15
middle school,
probably. Yeah.
Freshman in high school. So funny.
All right. And then this next one. This one will surprise you. Shoot Drogba. Drogba might even hit a Nazi chick in Germany. LOL in all caps. Do you know who Drogba is?
I don't.
He's a soccer player that played for the Ivory Coast and Chelsea.
I have no idea who this could. Probably a kicker then. Probably.
Nice. What?
I don't know.
No, it's Reggie Bush. Isn't that crazy?
What the? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now this one's funny.
Yeah.
Versace, I love to bust in your girl's mouth, and now I'm happy.
Antonio Brown. It's like one of those things that you see on his feed every day.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Who else would say some Chad Johnson would say something like that too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But this one surprised me. It was Jerry Jeudy.
Nice. What?
From when he was probably
yeah,
15.
But still, that's funny. That's just I don't know. I feel like you don't hear a lot about him in the media and stuff.
No, yeah, I know. I was shocked when I saw that.
Yeah. All right. This next one, I know this one. I don't know if you'll know it. It blew up a couple years ago. I think it was 2015. Guy from one of my favorite teams. Why should we have to go to school if we came to play football? We ain't come to play school. Classes are pointless.
Is that Cardale?
Cardale Jones.
Cardale Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're guessing the team for this one. A team tweeted this out.
All right.
He said, this team says, we are celebrating National Heritage Month at today's game. # beat the Browns.
Oh my God, dude.
2013.
That's awful.
And I don't think they realize.
Yeah, that is brutal, dude. Oh my God. When did this happen, you said?
2013.
Yeah, that's before, like, teams had, like, Twitter admins and stuff. Probably, like, I don't know, who's in that division? Who would, like, I'm thinking about teams in that division. What team would say some stupid shit like that?
Like the Bengals.
I feel like the Ravens are too professional. The It's got to be the Bengals or something to say some stupid shit like that.
It was the Minnesota Vikings.
Really? I feel like they're like a clean cut. I mean, obviously it wasn't intentionally offensive, but I feel like they have their, like, they're checking every little nook and cranny to find out, like.
I mean, it takes one.
You feel like they're the type of team that go through all the stops.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it takes one person. You know.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
This one is funny. You go with the team. This is a news outlet. This one had me rolling, dude. This was right after he won the Heisman Trophy. Jameis Winston gives the Heisman stiff arm to the allegations against him of sexual assault. He will not be charged. Guess what? Publisher came out with that one.
Oh my God.
God, dude, that's brutal.
Sports Center?
No, that's what I thought too. ESPN. It's actually NBC.
Really?
But dude, like, what a like that's funny, dude.
All right, last one. All these beautiful women in the world, and guys want to mess with, guys want to mess with other guys. SMH.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I do know who this is. I remember because I saw it when I was researching for this video. It's Mike Wallace from the Steelers. Yeah. But yeah, this one, I don't know. Do people get in trouble in the NFL for saying?
I mean, back then,
stuff like that.
Probably.
I mean,
not.
What was that? 10 years ago.
But I
Mike
mean,
Wallace?
Today,
yeah,
it's like canceled immediately.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like you see the NBA too, like, obviously NBA, NFL, they're big on like Black History Month, but they don't really do much with like LGBTQ stuff. I don't feel like.
Oh, the NFL does a lot.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean, like they change all their Instagram posts to LGBTQ.
But like the NBA, they tried it a couple years ago, and the players just didn't get behind it as much. And
I mean, it's also like the NFL does have the Carl Nassib who is gay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I got one more.
All right.
I love kissing titties.
That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. That's Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky,
that is
my
the
boy.
GOAT.
I love it.
Of NFL tweets. The GOAT.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what? And that was like 2018 too. That wasn't even like that was like not even. I'm pretty sure. I think that was like when he was in college or when he was in the NFL, because I remember people were going crazy.
Yeah, dude. I remember when he got drafted we drafted Solomon Thomas. Oh. Well, I guess that wasn't. I mean, Mitch Trubisky wouldn't have been much better. But Patrick Mahomes was in that draft. Deshaun Watson was in that draft.
Lamar.
No, I don't think Lamar was. Yeah, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was.
It's a stacked class.
It was.
Yeah, that was in 2011.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, but still, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you got to be careful nowadays. I feel like at least once a month, the tweets resurfacing. Yeah. I mean, even with like celebrities, not just football. I mean, anything can happen. So
especially like Kanye too. He's got a lot of stuff, and like the newer generations don't know like the past Kanye, so like everything gets brought up again and again and again.
You got any more?
I think that's it. I think I got all of mine.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so you want to go into our next segment?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, so we got start, bench, cut. So we did this a little segment last episode.
Tried a couple. Most people liked it, so we said, why not bring it again?
Yeah, we'll make a new segment and cash check. I like that. All right, so I'll go first. Start bench cut: Nick Bosa, T.J. Watt, and Myles Garrett.
I mean, this is definitely the hardest one on the list. Every time I watch one of these guys play, I always think they're the best in their position. I know T.J. Watt's more like a linebacker type, but still, he's still an edge rusher. That's definitely the most like stacked position in the NFL today, because like all these guys were top picks except T.J. Watt, but like Nick Bosa number 2 pick, Myles Garrett number 1 pick. Like, these are valuable players. So, but to get back to it, I'm gonna start Bosa, coming off Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. And I'm gonna bench Myles Garrett, cut T.J. Watt. Myles Garrett's a freak, dude.
Yeah, he is. And I would just switch Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. I would just switch. I mean,
T.J. Watt is good, too.
No, T.J. Watt's like, very good.
On his best day, he could start, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm not taking anything away from him. I just think that, Myles Garrett is a freak. Like,
those are the same tier of players.
Yeah, and he's good at everything. He can stop the run. I mean, he's a fantastic rushing passer, and he's a freak.
I agree with you.
And so, all three of them are, but I don't know. He's got that motor.
All right, next one, quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, and Kirk Cousins when healthy.
Okay, well, Kirk Cousins can cut.
I don't know. Who are you starting here? You starting Herbert?
I don't know. I kind of want to start T-Law.
Really?
I think I want to start T-Law. I mean,
because I was thinking
they played each other in playoffs.
Yeah.
T-Law won, came back too. Incredible comeback. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean, everybody's like Justin Herbert is going to be better than Joe Burrow when he came out of the draft, and I don't know. He hasn't really impressed me with that, like anything.
I don't know. He's got the arm talent
for sure.
But what does he have like on his team though too?
I mean, you're throwing up
Keenan Allen.
Mike Williams.
Yeah, but
your O-line, it's okay. You got Slater and Corey Linsley.
I know we touched on it last week. Maybe with a good coach, they can maybe do something. But
I want to see what happens. But Trevor Lawrence, he's throwing Christian Kirk and.
Yeah. All right, get back to it though. Who you picking?
I'm gonna say T-Law.
T-Law start. Who you benching?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
and
Cousins.
He's.
Oh, Cousins is old reliable.
Mid.
All right, you got another?
Yeah. So we're going old school. Oh, not old school, but like back when we were younger. Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom.
Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, or Bam Bam Cam.
All right. Starting Sherman.
Okay. And this is kind of like who would you rather have? Like, it's a start bench cut, but like who would you rather have on your team? Like, obviously they don't play the same positions, but.
And I'm going to bench Bam Bam. Cam Chancellor just laid hits, dude.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas is obviously good. Think about that team, dude. Like, that's the best corner.
Yep.
Best safety. And another top 5 safety, too.
Like, that the best safety tandem in the NFL.
You couldn't throw on that team, dude. But they're also, I think Dan Quinn was their defense coordinator. They just sat in that cover 3, though, too. I think Richard Sherman's a little overrated. Like, he's not that Darrelle Revis type player to me where you can lock him up man on man and he's going to lock up. He's great at, reading the quarterback, reading receivers, understanding leverage. But he's not like a strap-up guy, I think, like Darrelle Revis. But at the same time, start Sherman, bench Cam Chancellor, cut Earl Thomas.
I would say I'm going to start Bam Bam Cam. Yeah. I think that if he played longer, he'd be one of the best safeties in the league. Or in the NFL of all time. And then I'd probably bench Sherm and cut Earl Thomas. But I hate cutting Earl Thomas because Earl Thomas was so good and so underrated. And it's like...
He's only 34 right now, and
Earl
he
Thomas
hasn't played in multiple years.
Chancellor?
No, Earl Thomas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was on early.
I remember he broke his leg or something and flipped off the Cardinals.
Yeah. I remember that. And then he went and played for the Ravens for like 2 or 3 seasons, but it was nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, though. All right. One of your boys, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans, or Deebo Samuel?
I'm going to start Amon-Ra. I'm gonna bench Mike Evans and I'm gonna cut Debo. I think Debo's real. I think Debo's really good. I think he can play. I mean, he can play everywhere. He can play running back, wide receiver. I think he's a great yak. But like, I don't know. Mike Evans. What else can I say? 1,000-yard receiver for 9 years in a row. I mean,
like super reliable player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And he's having one of his best statistical seasons ever right now. And he's 30, 31.
He's probably in his early 30s. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's phenomenal. And then Amon-Ra,
Well, dude, the thing about Amon-Ra is like, he won't have like the games like Tyreek Hill where he goes for like 3 touchdowns and 200 yards. But like he's good for like a touchdown and 80 yards every game.
Oh,
dude.
And you'll get like
that's your safest bet. Yeah,
and like he's a good third down.
Yep.
You need the chains.
That's the thing because
he catches everything.
Like he's like the guy like you put on like a hunt route and he'll just find it.
Oh yeah.
Like he's so hard to run zone against because he'll just sit in the zone and him and Jared Goff have that chemistry.
And he's so smart.
I love watching him play, dude.
Yeah,
just because he's like a fan favorite too.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not like him?
Yeah. I agree. I would cut Mike Evans maybe.
Okay.
But still, like
he's your boy too.
Yeah, Debo. I like Debo. A little bias.
Has he done anything this year?
Yeah. He was injured, but dude, he balled out against the Eagles last game.
Yeah, the Eagles, I did see that.
Couple touchdowns. I mean, a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown, I think. Yeah, he's a dog.
All right, so I got one. We got Sauce, PS2, so Pat Surtain or Jalen Ramsey.
Damn. I'm gonna start Pat Surtain.
Okay.
And this is like, I mean, I don't know. All 3 of these guys are a toss-up, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you could go
like
I could
I
see
like
an
Sauce.
for all of them.
I like Jalen Ramsey better this year.
Okay.
I mean, that defense doesn't have a lot of playmakers, like, and he's had a couple of like late game interceptions to seal it. Like, I know Phillips just went down with a hamstring injury or something.
Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles. Talking about that, they need to get new turf on that field or get grass, dude.
I know. It's
Saquon got hurt there. Aaron Rodgers got hurt there. Eric Armstead got hurt there. Nick Bosa got hurt there. Jalen Phillips got hurt there.
It's sad.
That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure you could look it up. It's like something about that turf, dude, and the players hate it too. But yeah, I like Ramsey. They got Christian Wilkins too, but I feel like Ramsey actually keeps them in a lot of games.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm going PS2 Ramsey Sauce, but Sauce is a top tier corner too.
I'm gonna say I would start Ramsey, I think, and then I'd probably bench Sauce and cut PS2.
Yeah,
but
they go either way.
Yeah, it is a throw up. It is a toss up, but I don't know. I like Sauce. I think he's gonna be the next Darrelle Revis. I mean, he's
really.
Yeah, I think he's so good, and PS2 is really good too. But like, I don't know. I think that Sauce is really good, and Jalen Ramsey, I think he's the best corner in the NFL right now.
Sam Laporta, Mark Andrews when he's healthy, and David Njoku this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go Sam Laporta, number 1.
Gee, really?
Yeah.
Over Mark Andrews?
I think Laporta's the 3rd best tight end in the NFL right now. I mean,
statistically,
I think he's got the most yards and most touchdowns.
Yeah, you might not be wrong, but I don't hate it.
I honestly think I'm going to say Njoku, and then I'm going to cut Andrews.
Yeah.
Njoku's been balling out with Flacco at the quarterback. I mean,
a couple of different. It's like a quarterback carousel.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't. I mean, Baker's been his quarterback, but I mean, that's the best quarterback he's had. And I mean, Mark Andrews is phenomenal. I think he's. I mean, these are definitely top 5 tight ends in the NFL right now, and I just think it's. I love David Njoku. I think he's a beast, especially after he got his face burnt off and played a game.
Yeah, you see that mask he pulled up to the game end, dude?
That was
freaky, dude. I'd be super scared, but all right, go ahead. I got one more, or I got a couple more, or no, you go ahead.
No, it's my turn. I got this is like Ohio State, Cardale Jones.
Cardale Jones.
JT Barrett.
JT.
Braxton Miller.
My boy. I don't know. I feel like I'm picking one of my favorite kids, dude. I don't know if you remember, but Braxton Miller was down like before the season, tore his ACL. In game against Michigan, JT Barrett tore his ACL. I was at the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we were like, who's this Cardell Jones guy? And then ends up winning 3 games and national championship.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 games, the Big Ten championship, semifinal, national championship. I mean, I love Cardell forever for that. But JT, I mean, 4-0 against Michigan, started all 4 years.
Yep.
Starting JT, Braxton, and then you go into the next season after that, and every player deserves a start. Braxton was a starter for 2 years before that. JT led the team the whole year, and Cardell was just won a national championship.
Yeah, like a Nick Foles.
Yeah, so Braxton Miller just switched receiver.
Yep.
And then Cardell was a red zone quarterback, and JT was a regular quarterback, and ended up making it work. Cardell went to the draft. But to stop rambling, I'm going to go JT, Braxton Miller, and Cardell Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 guys I missed, dude.
Yeah, they were ballers.
All right.
For sure.
MVP favorite, Brock Purdy, Tua, or Dak?
This is tough. I'm going to start Dak. I'm going to bench Tua, and I'm going to cut Purdy, you know?
Dude, that's the MVP.
I don't think he should be. But that's up for discussion a little later. But I think
yeah, I mean, this is another one that could go either way. I'm not going to argue with you.
I think I just think you put Purdy in I think if you put all 3 of these guys in like a Cardinals offense, I think that Dak shines the most.
Oh, you're probably right.
And then I'd say Tua, and then I'd say Purdy. I think Purdy would get benched.
All right.
Now we're going all over the board here. We're going Bruce Smith, Michael Strahan, and Aaron Donald.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a hot take anymore, but I think Aaron Donald's the best defense player of all time.
Lawrence Taylor, one of the 2.
And maybe Dion, but I think this is pretty easy for me. I go Aaron Donald 1, most dominant defense lineman ever.
Yep.
I know Michael Strahan's a Hall of Famer, but Bruce Smith has 200 sacks, so Bruce Smith. Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith, Michael Strahan.
I would agree with that.
All right, quarterbacks of the 2010s.
Okay.
Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
I'm going to say I'm going Manning, Rodgers, Brees. I think Brees, I don't know. Rodgers got the MVPs. Brees got all the stats.
Brees to get all the stats.
Manning's got...
Because he was always in those passing offenses with Sean Payton. And then, they tailored all the receivers around him, but yeah.
I think I just think that Peyton Manning is the second best quarterback of all time, and then I'd probably say Aaron Rodgers and then Drew Brees, because I don't know. I think the MVPs are more, even though he played on the Packers. I think MVPs are more impressive. And they both have 1. Or Aaron Rodgers got 2.
No, Aaron Rodgers only got 1.
They both got 1. Okay. All right, I think that's the end of the segment.
All right, you want to start us off with the next?
Yeah. So we're gonna do our shout outs. So our shout out segment.
You want me to go first or you?
You go first.
All right, you want to ask?
Yeah. So shout out one team.
Ooh, I was not ready for this. Detroit Lions, big bounce back after 2 or 3 weeks of looking real, like some contenders, but I don't know. Maybe they're contenders. Yeah, I like the way they played this week.
One player
I'm going to give a shout out to is staying with the Lions team, Sam Laporta. Dude, this dude's a ballin'. I don't know if he's top 3 like you said, but I don't know. It seems like every game I watch, this dude's in the end zone.
I mean, he is. 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, like that's crazy for a tight end. Like that's some Travis Kelce shit.
Yeah, for sure. One coach.
Ooh, one coach. I'm gonna go with Steve Sarkisian.
Okay.
I know last week I said Washington has a lot to prove, but so does Texas. I do think Texas gets through them, and I don't want to look ahead, but that Sark versus Saban matchup would be huge, assuming Alabama wins. But I think what's his record? His record's like 31-3 against former coaches, and and Sark's one of those coaches because they beat him early in the year, and they got a great offense. And yeah, that's me.
And then shout out a listener to the pod.
One listener who's been talking to me recently. Coach Pat, my boy.
Hey.
Appreciate you for everything you do. Good looking out for us. Hopefully you're watching the show right now. Always been there, and if you don't know Coach Pat, get to know him because he's a good dude.
Coach motherfucking Pat.
All right.
All right, you want to go?
All right, Jayden, shout out one team.
One team, I'm going to say Buffalo Bills. You know, they are just on a hot streak right now. And cha-ching. And they're just balling. I mean, just beat the Cowboys by a lot.
Yeah, beat them. Beat them down.
I mean, yeah, that's what I got.
One player.
One player. I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey. I think that he should be the MVP. He's not going to win it, but I think he should be the MVP. He's definitely the most valuable player in the NFL right now.
I don't know. I don't know how you give it to a running back, dude. Running backs are not valuable, dude.
But, I mean,
Christian McCaffrey's
you can put him at wide
player.
receiver. And
I wish the award was just best player, not MVP, because it means different things to different people.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, definitely. One coach?
You know what? I'm going Coach Bruce.
Coach
I'm
Bruce.
going Coach Brew.
Shout out Coach Bruce.
He's been, hopefully he's listening to the pod right now, and
if he's not busy scheming some shit up.
putting in that tea.
Or watching that watching that Cowboys game.
Oh,
yeah.
Probably.
Coach Bruce, future Stony Creek High School head coach. Manifest it now.
Yep. I'm hoping.
All right, give me a shout out to one listener.
One listener. I'm going to say, it pains me to say, but Spencer Beckman. I know.
Spencer Beckman?
I know. But he did give me some good tips.
What the hell does he know?
He gave me some good tips, so.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate it. But
you know what? At the end of the day, that's a good kid.
that's all that matters, you know?
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah.
You want to go into our next segment?
Hopefully this video is out by the time the game's out. We're filming this Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
Rams versus Saints Thursday Night Football. We both got Rams minus 4.5.
Yep.
I like the Rams. I like the way the Rams have been playing recently. Who's starting at quarterback tonight for the Saints?
Is Derek Carr not playing?
Is he? I don't know.
I think he.
Even if it is Jameis or Derek Carr, I still got the Saints, dude. Derek Carr has been playing awful.
No, he actually played good.
Did he?
Yeah, last week he played really good. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Against the Giants, he played really good. He had like 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, he has been playing bad.
Yeah, but yeah, on the theme of, the offense has been nothing, dude.
It has. They scored their first touchdown in the first quarter last week.
That's pathetic.
That's
dude.
awful.
Yeah, that's awful. I think I saw an interesting stat at the Lions game that they've been outscored in like every third quarter this year too. Lions are not a third quarter team, but they have had a couple come from behind W's. So.
That's true. Can I give you another stat real quick?
Of course.
Did you know the Lions might be the first team in NFL history to have, they already have 2,000-yard backs with Montgomery and Gibbs. Well, Montgomery needs like 70 more yards.
Yep.
And then, and 2,000-yard receivers too. We got Amon-Ra, I'm pretty sure he already has 1,000. Sam Laporta, he's got like 700, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
they'd be the first team in NFL history.
That's a really well-rounded team, though, too.
Yeah.
That's not the team where, like, one guy... And even with Amon-Ra, who you might consider a superstar, like, he's still not taking all the attention off the other guys, and he's still able to get his touches. But, yeah. Going back to it, Rams have been balling. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, and Matt Stafford.
Yep.
The more they play, the more they remind me of... the Ram teams from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, every time Matthew Stafford has the ball, they could score.
Yeah. He's amazing, and I love Stafford for what he did in Detroit, and I mean, he's a gunslinger for sure.
What's your player prop?
I said Taysom Hill, anytime touchdown. I think it's gonna happen. That outside of Aaron Donald, it's not really. Their D-line isn't fantastic, and they love to run quarterback sneaks and quarterback powers in the red zone, and I think that Taysom Hill gets an anytime touchdown because it could be rushing or it could be receiving too, because he starts at tight end too. So.
I agree. It did not. That's what I had 2 weeks ago. It didn't hit, but yeah, he is their red zone guy.
Yeah.
Mine is Blake Groupie over 6.5 kicking points. I think they get 2 touchdowns and an extra point. That
Okay.
easy. I mean, 2 field goals and an extra
2 field
point.
goals.
I mean,
They do love kicking.
I do think this is a defensive game, and without when Taysom Hill is not scoring, they struggle to get the ball in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully these picks hit, and we'll review them in a couple of days. But last thing, wrap it up real quick. MVP. I'm gonna give you a player, give him his odds. You tell me if you like it or not.
Okay.
Brock Purdy minus 200.
No, I hate it.
I love it.
I hate it.
I love it,
How could you love it?
dude. He's the quarterback, and he's playing pretty good. Statistically, he's doing good on the #1 team in the NFL.
I mean, he
The
can
best-
throw.
the
He's
best
throwing
qu-
screens, and they're taking
Yeah,
them
I
for
know.
touchdowns. I mean, that stat is
Doesn't
like,
matter, dude. If you're the most valuable position on the best team in the NFL, you always be top 3. But yeah, the minus 200. I didn't know it was that likely. I hope he does win it, but I mean, there's a couple guys on the list that are obviously.
It would
better
definitely be
than
the
him.
worst MVP of all time.
Matt Ryan.
No, he deserved it. He had a lot of yards.
It doesn't matter if he does. I mean, you're talking about how good someone is, or if they deserve it or not.
That's
Because
true.
Brock
That's
Purdy
true.
deserves it. Lamar plus 500. I actually kind of like it.
I do like that.
For plus 500, dude.
I mean,
He's balling.
that Ravens team is really, really good. That defense
Yeah.
isn't fantastic, and
But Lamar.
yeah, he's been balling.
Yeah, he is.
He's not
a real
quite
baller.
2020 or 2019.
2020, I think.
2020. Yeah, I mean he's not.
13
quite,
and 3.
He's not quite that form, but like, I mean he's still.
Yeah,
beast.
this is his best year since.
Yeah.
Josh Allen plus 800, fraud.
Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, it's great that they're coming back and stuff, but it's not happening.
Dak plus 900, fraud.
I don't know.
Cowboys suck.
I don't know. I could see that one. I like that one more than Josh Allen for sure.
Really.
Yeah.
All right, your guy CMC plus 1200.
Yeah,
I think he's the best player in the NFL. He's definitely not the most valuable player in the NFL.
I think you take Brock Purdy out of that 49ers offense, and they still are division winners.
You take
and
CMC out and you put in an undrafted running back, and they're still the same too.
I
That's the thing in the
disagree.
NFL, dude.
I
Is these
disagree.
running backs are so replaceable. I mean, I love CMC just as much as the next guy, but
I mean, you
it's
see
just a harsh
CMC
reality.
breaking off like
Mhm.
insane.
And what makes him actually valuable is you can line him up at slot
Yeah.
and formation down to a heavy package or anything you really want.
I mean, Kittle is really good, but
Yeah, I got his stats: 244 rushes, 13 touchdowns, and 1,300 yards.
that's just rushing.
Yeah,
I mean, how about his receiving yards too? He's probably
Yeah.
got close to 1,000.
dude, I know. I remember he was the first player since Marshall Faulk to have 1,000 and 1,000.
That's crazy.
A couple years ago. I don't know if he's hit it with the Niners yet, just because they're so well rounded.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been able to stay healthy recently,
I
and
know.
dude, I mean, if he can stay healthy going into the playoffs, who's stopping him?
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
But yeah, I mean, I love CMC. So
Yeah.
enough said. Tua plus 2,000.
I like that too.
He's not the most valuable player on his team.
I mean, I agree with that.
It's Alec in gold.
You
see what Tyreek Hill said?
I saw that. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, not too much to say about
I think
him.
Tua should be. I think I'd rather
should
have
be
Tua.
higher than
I'd
Dak.
rather have Tua over Purdy.
I'd rather have
if I'm being
Tua over
honest.
Josh Allen or Dak. But Mahomes plus 2,000.
Nah,
I don't think so.
I think they just put that there because
He's the best, and he's the best player in the
He
league.
is the best player in the league. Yeah,
Tyreek Hill plus 2,500.
I think that he is the most valuable player in the league.
So who's more valuable?
I think it-
You think Tyreek Hill? is
Yes.
the most- There's no way a receiver is the most valuable player in the NFL.
He makes way more of an impact on that Dolphins team than CMC does on the 49ers team.
Yeah, I agree. And dude, I don't know because he didn't play last week, and
That's true.
they still balled out, and
But
people
who,
were
who
saying,
they play? Forgot.
I don't know either. I think it might have been the Bears, but they put a whooping on. And they still has Jalen Waddle, but Tyreek Hill has 1,500 yards, 100 receptions, and 12 touchdowns. I mean, those are insane stats.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that team, and
They play the Jets.
yeah, and the thing about and they blew them out,
Yeah.
and we had Jets covering that game, and
Yeah, we
they
did.
just did not.
Yeah, we did.
But dude, if you look at the difference, like he takes the top off of defense, and you got to play zone on him.
You have to, and then that's what gives. That's why I think he's the most valuable, because then it gives Mostert and Achane the.
And with Mike McDaniel, dude, he's gonna scheme something up to get the ball in space.
For sure. So that's why I think.
Can we both agree he's the best receiver in the NFL right now?
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the top guys for the MVP. Personally, I got Purdy. But if you had to pick one, who'd you pick?
So I'm gonna say who I think should win it and who will win it. So I'm gonna say either Tyreek or CMC. I think it could go either way. Should win it, but I think who will win it. I'm gonna say Purdy. I mean, it's unfortunate because I really don't like. I've watched a couple 49ers games and like. He's just not, like, you look at all the MVPs and it's just, he's just not MVP. He's not even a top 10 player at his position.
God, dude. I don't know, whatever, dude. I'm going to get real fired up.
Dude,
I'm about to get real fired up right now.
Hold on. All right. I'm going to pull up 10 quarterbacks and you got to tell me.
All right, fine.
We're going to do this real quick. And you got to tell me who's better than.
And we're talking this season. We're not talking.
We're talking about who would you rather have?
All right, go.
Well, hold on. Let me pull. Okay. Lamar. You'd rather have Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Burrow.
Joe.
Tua.
Brock Purdy.
Josh Allen. CJ Stroud.
Brock Purdy.
Trevor Lawrence. Dak.
Brock Purdy.
Justin Herbert.
Toss up. For the sake of it, Brock Purdy. Mahomes.
Jalen Hurts. That's all I got.
6 quarterbacks. But dude, what of those 6 quarterbacks is leading the best team in the league?
What do you? Well, look at that 49ers team, dude. The Eagles, okay. Jalen Hurts, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. This is so redundant. This isn't going anywhere.
I think Jalen Hurts is fraud. But.
Yeah, but all right. That's all we got for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Keep listening, keep watching, keep commenting, and keep giving us tips and advice, dude, because we're loving it.
Yep.
We're just having fun and taking it how it goes.
For sure.
Peace.
See ya.